Hey everyone, we're back. This is DisturbingPuppet, and we're going to continue with our game of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War, playing as the Necrons. So we're not playing the most recent version of the game. They did an update yesterday, adding Tyranids and some other issues and things, which meant I couldn't continue with my previous saved game, so I couldn't continue the Necron game I'd been playing. So I rolled back the patch, and we're just continuing with the game. So I'll be missing some things from the most recent version. Next time I play a game of this, we'll go ahead and update to the most recent version and check that out. So, let us continue. Have to cross my fingers in hopes it loads right. Yes, things are quite a bit different now. So we actually have positive ore production every turn, which is kind of a minor miracle. We've got the Marines dead, so that's nice. I do apologize for starting a little bit later today than I usually do, so hopefully people will still find it, see it, all that kind of stuff. And again, I'm DisturbingPuppet, and I am a disturbing puppet of entities beyond our time and space. So, that sounded way dumber than I thought when I was thinking about it. So I've got kind of a small Necron force over here. These guys already destroyed one smaller orc city that was kind of here, and now I think this is the main one. So we've got orcs around. A little scarab swarm scouting out for me. Down here we have some hints of Imperial Guard, and we can see their city. I've got some Tomb Blades kind of hanging out down here because we've got a Necron tomb. They're kind of keeping an eye. I also grabbed this ore field from them. I was kind of expecting them to send somebody out to retake it, but they still haven't. And I've got a spider heading on down to this Necron tomb to build the city, although I actually also have a Necron tomb way back here I could also set somewhat up at. That might be better. I say that without really knowing. There's also one we uncovered here after we destroyed the Marine city, but I do have a spider up here who can found another city. We're kind of dealing with the remnants of the Marines up here, but their city is gone, so they're now sort of being handled by the AI as like the indigenous life forms and slavers and crude hounds and that kind of stuff. We were really in a bad spot for ore, but now we're actually getting some positive, which is kind of amazing. You see minus 43 from loyalty. So we really need to up our loyalty, but buildings that increase loyalty also take ore per turn. So I wanted to get that ore under control, at least positive, and then we can start actually building some different buildings and getting things under control. So our research is Necrodermic Blades, which increases damage and melee weapons. That's where we're at right now. Storyline-wise, it hasn't progressed from Chapter 4, and I don't know why. There's no indication of what I need to do next. We finished this chapter, and the next one just hasn't shown up, and I don't know what's going on. As you can see, we've explored most of the map now. Imperial Guard kind of down here, orcs up, so we're in this area, and we'll see from there. I think I've already done all my units for this turn. Just check on my cities. This is my capital up here, working on a quarry. Second building I built is over here, also working on a quarry. Down here we're working on acquiring a tile, making the city a little bigger. And here we've got a quarry. So lots and lots of ore coming soon, so we should be okay. So we're going to kind of sit over here in case more orcs come out and come against us. We've got destroyers here, a couple of units, tomb blades, I've got a little lord here, some scarab beetles, another tomb blade, and a cryptek. We did spot some Killicans, which is like orc dreadnoughts in this area, but I think we took care of them. So we'll see what happens. It's jumping around all over the place. Okay, before I do anything, I just want to quickly check on the stream and make sure everything's working. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, over here we've got my Destroyer Lord, some infantry, tomb blades, spiders hanging out back here. So what happened? Captain attacked Destroyer Lord for a couple points of damage. That's not nice. Librarian used Shockwave on warriors. Looked like he killed them. And we've got population increased here. Anything out here? Orcs? We see no orcs. And we see, yeah, no orcs. Just kind of quickly looking around. How about Imperial Guard? Nope, don't see any Imperial Guard. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to build the city here, or it's a little close to the city, so I'm a little worried about them showing up to trash it, where I can head out. It is kind of far to go all the way out to here, though. Well, we can make scarabs, so we'll do that. They're free, basically. Do a little scouting with the scarabs. Don't see anything. We have Asticus Greyfax. Looks like this is their only city. Could be two different cities here, different parts right up against each other. It's hard to tell. Alright, let's see what we can do against the Marines that are left out here. Got the captain in kind of a bad spot. Do I have available? Reaper! Sure, let's use Reaper. It's not a huge amount of damage estimate, 3.3, but we'll take it, I guess. Can I see through? Yeah, I can see through this Jacaro trading encampment, so we can take some shots from range, which we'll do. Not very much damage, though. These guys, I think we'll just leave back so they can heal up. I could actually heal them. I've got a decent amount of influence now. 80... It only heals them by 6. If I'm going to do this, I'd rather have a unit go up to full strength. So let's heal these guys up. And then we can kind of throw them in close range. Still only 0.6 damage, not very much. Does that put that captain at? 5 health. Still a lot. .1 is the estimated damage. It's like nothing. I'm a little concerned with the librarian out here that he might come up and trash my spider. So I'm going to pull him over here. At least has a tiny bit of possible protection that way. These guys are mainly just kind of keeping an eye on the city. So I probably will leave them where they're at. And here we're just kind of exploring and checking out the Orc City. So we've got scarabs who are expendable, so we can send them in to take a look. What did we find? Is that a pain boy? Weird boy. Sure, attack the weird boy. And that's a pain boy, I think. Yep. Pain boy and weird boy. The pain boy will just keep healing the weird boy, probably, so we'll kill him if we can. So my estimate's 2.4, Void Strike, 6.4, that's a bit better. Choppy choppy. See if we can kill him off from range. Nice. gonna creep up. Yeah, the city looks pretty big, even out here. It looks like the city continues. Just to see where the center of it is. Before I had places where I could get shots from range on the center of the orc city that was here previously, but if it's built up a lot, I think the city tiles will block view, so if the center position is completely encircled, then I won't be able to get shots from range. Just sort of scouting a little bit here. I don't want to throw myself in a really bad position. What? They can't see anything? I thought they'd be able to see him. I guess the forest here, so it blocks. That's unfortunate. So from here, the city tile should block. I would be able to see. These guys are hurt a little bit. Hopefully they'll be fine. I can heal with this unit. I can also put up a defensive barrier. Maybe we'll do that. Who would we like to do that to? You're at full health, I think. Yep, you're at full health. You're super trashed. You're full health. You're a bit trashed. And let's heal up these guys. Does he have a level up? He does have a level up. Let's increase Void Strike some more. Yeah, these guys can just hang out, that's fine. Cities. I'm still going to hold off on building any units for a little while. I seem to have plenty of military forces. It's just kind of building up my cities and making them a little bit better is sort of what I'm going to be focusing on. So we'll keep doing research and upgrading city stuff. For the time being, I'm not going to worry too much about units. So we just have the one spot we can actually build stuff in the city. The rest of these, one of these corresponds to the temple that builds vehicles, one of them is the Royal Pyramid for heroes, and one of them is the Summoning Corps for infantry troops. So I can only really build one thing for the city per turn. Or focus on one thing till it's done, anyway. Almost nothing's taking one turn. Out here, same, you're building a quarry, that's fine. You're acquiring a tile, and you are building a quarry. So that is it. Killing my scarabs, not a surprise. Necrodermic blades, made from impossibly thin slices of the Necron's utilitarian living metal. These blades pass through most skin, bone, and armor with disturbing ease. So what's our new research we want to focus on? Can get up to here now. What is this? Influence cost of dimensional corridor, just let me teleport around. Extra vehicle armor. Witchfire damage reduction to spiders and adjacent allied units. I don't even know what Witchfire damage is. Maybe that has to do with Psyker's attacks? Monolith is a unit, we're not doing that. Building that produces aircraft as well as generates energy, research, influence, and increases loyalty. That seems like a pretty good combination of stuff. Increases population limit of shelters. I think that's what I'm going to go for because I do have some shelters built that'll help my cities grow. So we're going to focus on city stuff for now. What happened this turn? Librarian used Objuration Mechanicum on Tomb Blades. Ranged weaponry. Curses the ranged weaponry. Okay, sure. Used it on the Tomb Blades as well. Attack my warriors for 7 points of damage. Produced a quarry, and we produced another quarry. So yeah, up to plus 19 now. Excellent. We still have the weird boy here. Didn't run away, surprisingly. 2.5, or Void Strike is 5.3. We'll do that. We'll just throw these guys right in here. Okay, that was a bad idea. So that's the center of that city. So kill a weird boy, and then I think we can still Jink, which will reduce range damage. The city has a toughness of 146. 6 shooters, range 2. 2 rocket launchers, range 2. I'm surprised there's not more orcs here. Maybe we've killed off the other ones that were around. If I can get a good angle of attack, I might be able to get my destroyers in position to take shots at the city here. Yeah, from here I can hit, do good damage. Still have the Imperial Guard to worry about, them suddenly popping up somewhere. These guys can't get anywhere in range right now. Next turn, we'll have to do it next turn. Scout around a little bit here. Yeah, there's like no orcs up here at all. We must have killed all of them off. Between them fighting the Imperial Guard and fighting us. Region discovered. Rock Rain. Okay. Sure. Move my Cryptek up, and we're going to use the Chronometron, which will reduce damage, and we'll use that on the Tomb Blades that are kind of in a bad spot. So hopefully between Jink and that, they'll survive the turn of getting shot at. That's the hope anyway. Not seeing anything else anywhere. Don't see anybody down here. This Imperial Guard city is pretty good size. Just going to keep scouting a little bit. Yeah, I think it's safe. We'll go ahead and move down here. And next turn we'll be able to build another city. Don't think I can. Nope, yeah, I'll have to wait till next turn. Costs 160 influence. So I don't have that yet, but I will have that by next turn, so that's okay. I only see the captain over here. Got him down pretty good amount. Keep pounding on him, trying to kill him off. Oh, killed him a little faster than we expected. Everybody gets experience. I know the librarian's out here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I think it was just the librarian that's left. There might be something else as well. Did I already move them? Oh, I shot with them before, that's why. Right. Move him in position to start a city as well. I'm not going to have the resources to build 2 cities anytime super soon, but eventually. These guys will keep hanging back. They heal every turn anyway, so we'll just kind of sit on them. So sit tight. You guys also sit tight. What to do with you? Guess we'll take shots at the city. Do a little bit of damage. Some gubbins. Alright, capital. We've got a quarry coming in 2 turns. DisturbingPuppet is got nothing set. So yeah, see, we're maxed out on population, and I need the full population. I think I have... Yeah, I've got shelters, so if I can increase the shelter effect with this research, that'll help me without having to actually build any more. So we can clear this tile of the ruins, which will give us another spot. We can build a building, so we'll do that. Out here, we're working on a tile for 1 turn. Here, we must have built the quarry. So at this point, we have to acquire a tile here. Look at the additional bonuses don't matter too much at this point. It's kind of low, 10s. There are some 20% though down here for research and for influence. And I can build 3 buildings here without having to clear it first, so yeah, we'll grab that first, I guess. So that'll be it. Another turn down. Oh, got some new units. See if my Tomb Blades survive. Yes! Hey! Finally, we get our next chapter. Chapter 5, A Messenger Revealed. Easton has gone only a short time, the mountainous artifact floating behind, when the Cryptek demands an audience. Her scarabs enter en masse with her, prompting your Lich Guard to gather about you defensively. Instead of conflict, though, the scarabs bring something else. Tanotech explains her scarabs were exploring a long-destroyed Old One habitat, and they happened on some unusual remains. Before she could personally investigate, her scarabs were driven off by the Psych Nguyen, which had infested the ruin. I have no idea what Psych Nguyen is, but they did manage to recover one thing. She presents you with a Rod of Covenant, a traditional Praetorian weapon, one that absolutely should not have been in an Old One ruin. What is going on? The Cryptek demands that she investigate the Old One building personally, and you agree. Objectives: visit highlighted tile with Cryptek and secure the perimeter for 300 energy. I only have 1 Cryptek. So where is the tile? The heck is that? Okay, that's kind of right in the center of where I've got units. Freaky bugs? I already have it under my control, which is kind of goofy. These things are Psych Nguyen. What the heck are they? Got a close combat weapon. Counts as necrodermic blades, big choppas, and close combat mastery. So big freaky space wasps, I guess. Space slip, 50% and vulnerable damage reduction. Well, that's going to be a pain. Huh. Alright, we'll worry about that in a bit. We're kind of fighting the orcs at this moment, so we'll deal with that in a little while. I would like to finish all the chapters, and if you complete all the chapters, you win. But I've got everybody on the ropes already, so it kind of feels like I should just kill everybody off and win. That would be a lot faster than trying to go through the chapters. But I would like to actually see all the chapters, because I may not play Necrons again for a while. I want to try each of the factions. So report, Librarian used Shockwave, sure, cleared a tile, and tile acquired. Alright, military units. You guys are lucky to be alive. So I'm pretty sure that unit moved out here. Can't see them from here, though. Huh. Yeah, I would have thought they would have been in this position right here. You'd think they would have sight. It's a river, orcoid fungus. Yeah, you would think that they would have some kind of vision to that particular spot. These guys I'm going to pull out. We're going to throw our Lord in there instead. And let these guys heal up. So after we take care of this orc structure, I think that'll finish off the orcs. This force will then move over towards that position here for the next storyline quest. That'll be the plan. So 5.2 damage, or Void Strike, 8.6. Yeah, we'll take 8.6. I'm not going to put anybody next to him. I'm going to go ahead and use the defensive protocols. That increases his armor and anyone adjacent to his armor, adjacent to him, their armor. Try to speak properly. I try. Let's see how much damage we can do this turn. To some gubbins. And these destroyers are pretty good at taking out cities if I can get range and actually have line of sight to the capital, or the center of the building, I mean. So it seems like a good idea is to always put your city in a position where you can build all the way around it to block line of sight from range. We'll go ahead and put the damage reduction on my hero. And he gets it tight. Still no Imperial Guard here, which is kind of surprising. Leave them there to keep an eye on things. Scarabs are going to come back in case these guys move from this position and want to mess with us. I can found a city here. I can also found a city up here, so I think I'm going to do it up there. Do it up there. Do it. Do it. Got the librarian to deal with. Let's go kill us a librarian. Actually, we've lost control of this, did we? Yeah. Oh, just killed them outright. Okay. More experience for us. Okay, no, we didn't have control. Lose control of that. Usually the flags are the color, I thought, of whoever has control of it. Maybe I'm partially colorblind as well, because blue and gray see the same thing almost. For some reason I'm thinking there is another unit out here, but I could just be crazy. I know there was another Terminator unit earlier, but I think we killed them off. I think. Not seeing anything, so probably there's nothing. The forests do kind of block line of sight, but yeah, I think that's the edge of the map there, so that should be all clear. We do have this down here that I never grabbed. I'm not sure if there's a Space Marine fortification here. I'm not sure if when we destroyed their faction in their main city, if that will still be there or not. I guess we can take a look. Is there anyone I haven't moved? These guys. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and found a city here. Fatan Heka. And this tile is energy and influence. Why am I down to only +1 ore now? I just built a whole bunch of quarries. I would think the cities... Yeah, because the overall for the city is +1.9. So the city actually gives me ore, gives me energy, gives me research, gives me influence. I'm at a minus loyalty. Huh. Maybe there's something I'm not getting. So this increases influence and loyalty. Temple is production and loyalty. Pyramid, production, influence, loyalty. Summoning core, production, research, influence. Shelters increases my population. The Baroque Shrine. Yeah, I don't really want to increase my upkeep because I'm just barely positive on ore. So 3 ore, 2 ore. Looking at upkeep, that is 2 ore, 2 ore, 2 ore, 2 ore. Only 1 for the stele. 1 for the archive. Got plenty of energy. I guess we'll build a quarry here, even though it just seems kind of weird. Work on it. I would think building the cities would actually be an overall benefit for the ore production, not a drain on ore production. So I don't really get what the deal is. Well, court. 9 energy, 9 ore, 6 research, 6 influence, 6 loyalty. Yeah, I don't know why building this would have reduced my turn production. I am minus 70 from loyalty, minus 44 from population, so maybe increasing the population caused that to drop. If I increase loyalty, that should be better. But anything I build that increases loyalty is also going to have an ore per turn upkeep. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Keep trying to focus on ore a bit, and then loyalty. Alright, who's left? You're fine, we'll just have you sit there. Capital is building a quarry. You guys are doing nothing. Do you have a spot available? Guess we'll build another quarry. Here we're set, so we just grabbed another tile. Keep doing the same, pump out some more quarries, and then we can worry about increasing loyalty. And down here they're working on acquiring a tile. So I'm curious to see if these weird Psyche Nguyen or whatever giant space wasps actually move out from this, or if they just kind of stay clustered here. Ow. Okay, I know there's orcs up there somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So just keep trying to destroy the city. These guys took a heck of a beating, all the way down to 3 health. I can heal them with the Cryptek if I want to leave them there. We'll go ahead and do that. Move them up, heal them. And I can even put the chronometron on them as well. I think. Nope, okay. Use my action, that's it. I really wish we kind of gray out these if you can't use them, but I understand what they're going for. Right, here. Do another Void Strike on the city. More barrels means more DACA. More DACA means more fun. Just big, nasty Gauss rifles. How about that? Really whittling these down pretty quick. It's already down to 54. These guys will have just kind of sit tight and repair. Well, we can scout a little bit, I guess, with them. Curious what's out this way. Just make sure it's the edge. Not seeing anything. Let's move up. Looking around, not seeing anything. No Imperial Guard still, which is really weird. I'm kind of like getting suspicious about them just massing a huge horde of tanks that are come pouring out of here any moment, which doesn't make me happy. Yeah, you guys can sit tight. Let's move up into the city ruins. You can stay there until we can build a city out of you. So skip. Skip, Milou. Yeah, it looks like it's still there. It's just now unclaimed. So we can take that out and then grab this because that'll increase my research as well. The Ruins of All. I want to try to mass everything so I can get a bunch of units show up at once. If I just have one, it'll just get hammered by the las cannons and stuff of this defensive tower. Can I use this still? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, there must not be any other Marines left out here. So we produced a quarry up here. Don't think I have room left. Yeah, we've cleared all the tiles. We've built maximum buildings. So at this point, we'll have to expand outwards if we want to build anything. Of course, that'll mess with my loyalty as well. Wonderful. Got a plus 40% ore in quite a few of these spots. We'll grab one of those. I can only put 2 buildings on any of them without clearing them first, but that's okay. So we'll do that there. You guys are working on a quarry. Fine. You're working on a quarry, 7 turns, take forever. Out here, 1 turn for a tile, that's fine. Yeah, I'm really suspicious of what's going on with the Imperial Guard down there. Keeps hammering those same tomb guards down there. Or tomb blades. I heard something moving. I didn't see anything moving, but I heard stump, stump, stump. So There was orc units around, but I don't see them. Don't see anybody there. Don't see any Imperial Guard. The bugs seem to all still be there. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can destroy the city this turn. I don't know if we can. Was it 57? Yeah, probably not. This may not be the only orc city, too. I'm not sure. I think it's the only one that's left. But they could have settled one somewhere way out here or down in this corner. Lots of damage. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull these guys out. And just because they're hurt, and why not, I'm going to go ahead and jink with them, so in case they get shot at by anything, it suddenly appears, they'll have a little bit of protection. We'll rotate these guys in. Almost dead. Next turn should be good. We'll do the Chronometron on the Tomb Blades as well, protect them a little bit. They can't jink this turn, a little bit longer, and they'll have that back up. Oh, hit me from that far away, all the way from 3. That's not good. Guess we might as well go for it then. Anyone who can get there, just get in and do some damage. Give them as many targets as possible. They'll still focus on one, probably, but they should be able to jink still. Okay. I don't think I've actually used my jet charge. Grants damage reduction and flies across obstacles to the target tile. So if I haven't moved, can I use it? It doesn't like increase my movement hardly at all. It's kind of a goofy effect. I don't know, it's just funny. I have to go around the wire bead here so we don't take any damage. I don't want to sit on top of it. I can't build the city yet here, so the spider can sit tight. The scarabs can kind of sit tight, keeping an eye on things. They can also sit tight. I haven't used you guys. Okay. If I can get a shot, it's wireweed. What's the health of the city? 19. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough to destroy it, even if I sent these guys to hit them. Yeah, I don't know if an orc actually got bias or not. I'm not sure. Well, there we are. We found them in like the worst way possible. So these Tomb Blades are probably screwed. We'll jink anyway. I think these guys do melee attacks. I don't know how much that's going to help. Probably not much. Capital's working on a tile. The city's working on a quarry. We're up at +5 for ore production. 6 turns for quarry. You guys aren't doing anything. So this tile's good for research and influence. My loyalty's minus 20 here. That's pretty terrible. So I may want to build a shrine. It does take 2 ore per turn. Just to help my loyalty out a bit. 10 turns. That's going to take a while. Out here, we've got 5 turns on a quarry. So you're set, you are set, you are set. The last charge of the orcs. So the fortress killed my 2 blades. So that was down here. Built a quarry up here, and population increase here. Didn't I lose 2 blades here as well? Can we destroy the city this turn? It's down to 18. Yeah, we should be able to kill it off just with the destroyers. Yep, that was it for the orcs. AI orcs. When dealing with a rabble, especially a primitive warrior rabble, the key thing is to outthink them and dissect their formations slowly. Would that there were any left for the cryptex to experiment on. Yep, orcs defeated. So we just have the Imperial Guard left, and that's it. These guys are kind of banged up. Not in a good way. I do have enough influence to repair them, but I'm not sure that's such a great idea. Honestly, if I lose some units, it just means I have extra ore, and I can build better units later, probably. Although they are level 6. So maybe we'll pull them back to save them from imminent destruction. These guys are also a little bit banged up. Going to use my Chronometron on the Tomb Blades just to give them some additional protection in case the Kellicans go after them. Yeah, no Imperial Guard showing up. They've got to be just mass-producing tanks or something. Nothing good for me. What do I need for the city? Yeah, each city I build seems to increase the amount, so energy and influence. So we're now up to 200 energy and 200 influence. My energy production is pretty good. Influence could be better, that's for sure. Can make some more scarabs, so we might as well. Now, are they moving out? Yes, they are moving out from that center position. Range of 0. So I was looking at flyer. Cause target unit to spawn a Psych Noonan when dying. Okay, that could be bad. So they'll have to engage in melee, so these guys will be able to deal with it if they get attacked. I think they can attack back, maybe. Send my Destroyer Lord in here to just wreck this thing. Take that over. Actually, we can't. We have to destroy this first. Should be pretty close to death at this point. Yeah, 1 health left. And the last remnants of the Space Marines is gone from the face of the planet. So I guess we'll have to shift our troops over. Maybe down to here, so we can attack on this position. And then the other forces can come from the other way. Kind of focus on the storyline thing instead of going for the Imperial Guard. Then we'll sit tight. They will sit tight. You guys can sit tight. Oh, he's got to level up. Let's improve the health. Up to 12 health. That'll be good. Capital's working on the tile. You guys are working on nothing. So I actually need my population increase, so I definitely need this research to finish. Or to build more housing. We've got everything full up. The next thing would be to acquire another tile, and then I'll have to clear the wireweed off this. Acquiring a tile does not cost me any ore, so sure, let's do that. Capital set. You guys, 5 turns to a quarry, fine. What are you doing? 9 turns to a shrine. And this city is 4 turns to a quarry. Okay. I don't know why it's not cycling through these other towns when I go through this. So yeah, we've got the Orcs wiped out, the Marines are wiped out, we just have the Imperial Guard left, but I'm going to try to focus on the storyline stuff, and we'll see. I'm kind of curious what that's going to lead us to. So I don't really want to win by wiping everybody out. I'd like to actually see the storyline, but it depends on how long it takes to go through that. Like, this last chapter took forever to come up, and I don't know why. So we've got these weird freaky Psych Noonan things that we'll have to deal with next. Yeah, they are moving around. Oh, there's some Imperial Guard. Unit discovered, Scout Sentinels. Light armored walker unit specialized in reconnaissance. Sentinel is a fast-moving combat walker employed to scout dense terrain and provide close combat and close infantry fire support. With surprising speed and locomotive dexterity, Sentinels can traverse terrain that would confound other armored vehicles. The lighter armored Scout Sentinels in particular are used to range ahead of the battle line, setting up brutal ambushes or launching pinpoint raids. We've got 2 multi-lasers, no armor penetration. So if I have something with lots of armor, should be okay against it. And we can actually do pretty good damage against these. We have a scout ability. Yeah, these freaky bugs are spreading out, that's for sure. So I just need to get my Cryptek here and kill off anything defending the area. They might just be limited to a certain area, or they might just wander anywhere. I'm not sure. Still can't build a city here. So let's start moving our military forces down that way. We want to grab this for the extra research. Maybe we'll wipe out this last orc unit that's out here too, the Killicans. Just because, why not? That's a lot of damage to the estimate. Kapow! Down to 7 health. My lord can't reach him, unfortunately. You guys can. The last orcs are gone from the face of the world. At least I think so. There might be another unit hiding somewhere, but that is probably all of them. Do a little scouting. Not seeing anything else. No other Imperial Guard units around. This is the last Imperial Guard city down here. Only seen the Sentinels here, nothing else. Rather surprising. Do have another place we can build a city, so I wouldn't mind necessarily maybe building another spider. My capital isn't that far away. Yeah, we'll look at that when we get there. I want to do all the military stuff first. So down here, I think we'll just, yeah, have these guys shoot from range. It's fine. My spider still can't build a city there yet. We'll have the scarabs just kind of sit tight for now. And these guys will need to shift over. Everything here is under our control. Moving up very slowly. But some of these units are hurt, so it gives them a chance to heal up as well as we're moving. So I guess that's okay. And the scarabs I'm going to leave where they're at. The spider's going to stay on top of that city site. So here we acquired a tile. And that's plus 40% ore production, so let's definitely build a quarry out there. And then the spider doesn't cost me any ore, just has an upkeep at 1.5, so let's build another spider. And that's good for that city. They acquired the tile, now we need to clear it. Get rid of that wireweed so we can actually build stuff on it. Population increased here, but they're set. 4 turns for a quarry, that's fine. 2 turns for the tile, it's fine. I think everything else is busy. You guys are 8 turns on the shrine. 2 more turns for this, which will help us with our population. Scouting. Apparently the wasps have Jink. That's what the effect that I have when I use my Jink ability. I think it's not called Jink, though. Space Slip! Yeah. So Crude Hounds came up and took... What is this? An ore field from me. That's not good. I want that ore field. I need ore more than just about anything else. I'm going to do this to increase his defenses, and I may send him down just to take a look. Not sure how good he's going to be in combat. He doesn't have any items to increase his armor or anything else. He does have 11 armor, which is pretty good. Let's see what kind of damage my Cryptek can do down here to some Crude Hounds. Not terrible. Could be better. Don't think anything else is going to make it down. The rest of these guys are kind of slow. And the Tomb Blades are pretty far away. So this unit is kind of weak, so I could throw them in here. I'm not sure how much damage they're going to do. Almost enough to kill them. Don't want to spend the resources for that because I want to build cities, so we're just going to do what damage we can. Hoping there's not enough of them left to wipe that unit out. And these guys just keep engaging the Sentinels. We'll have them Jink as well. I said we'll have them Jink as well. In case any tanks or any other units show up and try to lob shells at them or anything. Don't really like the big freaky space wasps. They don't make me happy, that's for sure. Send our forces over and kind of link up here, and then we'll advance once everyone's there. Actually, this isn't that big of a force, but my Destroyer Lord is pretty crazy powerful, but a little slow. If you guys can stay put, and stay put. The city is set. The city is set. The city is set. Everything else I think is the same. Don't kill me. Alright, good. Friggin' space bees. Shelter compression increases population limit of shelters. Excellent. By altering the dimensional constraints of each shelter, many more Necrons can be accommodated for repair or maintenance. Alright, next research. What do we want to do? Vehicle armor. Reduces cost of rapid rise is okay. I'm kind of interested in some of the other units, but I don't have the ore to start producing lots of guys. Vehicle armor wouldn't be bad. We'll just do that. Alright, military units first. And my super slow destroyers slowly moving down the map. Who do we want to kill off the Crude Hounds with? Let's deal with these guys, and then we can heal them up with the Cryptek. Taking back our ore. Heal them up, please. Thank you. And I think he's got to level up, too. Increase the Chronometron. I had Mineshackle Scarabs on the other Cryptek before, and it never had a valid target, so I'm not sure what the deal is with the Mineshackle Scarabs. It's supposed to reduce melee damage of target enemy unit. But I never had a valid target when I had it with my other Cryptek before, so I'm just going to focus on the Chronometron. My Lord's got to level up too. Got the defensive protocols we can increase. Plus 6 armor. Population increase. Summons Elite Triarch Praetorians. For 3 turns, or cooldown of 3 turns? I've watched the galaxy for 60 million years. I've raised civilization to our ways and seen them thrive, fade, and pass into myth. And I still believe that to exist without honor, without laws, well, it is better not to exist at all. Let's take that just to see. I'm curious. Yeah, I don't think they're just a 3-turn unit. Triarch Praetorians have jump packs. So these are the jump pack units I could research. That's cool. Flies across obstacle to target tile. They've got Rod of Covenant for melee armor penetration 6. That's pretty good. The Rod of Covenant is a tool of swift execution for those found wanting by the Triarch Praetorians. Within the head of each weapon is caged a roiling fragment of a dying star, bound within a potent force field capable of burning through a foe's armor as if it were dry parchment. This energy can further be directed by the rod's wielder in a searing blast, which, while short range, can reduce even a Necron to a smoldering pool of fused metal. Organic creatures simply explode into clouds of flaming ash. And ranged, Ranger 1, same thing, the Rod of Covenant. So what's our movement like? That, and then jumping is basically the same. So this is regular movement, this is jumping. Okay, that's basically no different. I guess sometimes it would be, depending if you have a lot of forest and stuff. It would make sense. For now, we'll just keep moving down. Now the Sentinels took off. Probably back into the city. I already moved all these guys, right? Yeah. Okay. Unit discovered, Triarch Praetorians. Elite Jump Infantry Unit. Triarch Praetorians are the ancient lawkeepers of the Necron race, peerless warriors charged with the survival of the dynasties and the primacy of the ancient Necron tier codes. Sure. Let's keep advancing my armies from the other side. My very slow Destroyer Lord. My kind of slow infantry. At least they're repairing themselves as they go, so that's fine. Still can't build a city, so you can skip, and you guys can just protect my spider. And you guys can sit tight. cleared wireweed. So my capital is set with the quarry and the spider. We're still positive on ore, so that's good. Out here, we acquired the tile and then cleared it. Doesn't really have much of a benefit except for research, but I think we'll go ahead and throw another quarry out here. Just because we can. I want to get the quarry up as ore production from quarries is up as much as possible, then we'll worry about leadership stuff. So I think that's also dragging down our production. So our population now has a max of 13, and I already need 13, so actually I need housing out here. What's housing? Shelters. Upkeep of 2 ore. Yeah, we'll build the quarry first, I guess, even if I don't have the population for it. It'll be ready. 2 turns for a quarry out here. Down here, I've got 6 turns for a shrine. 1 turn for a quarry. So keep an eye down here just to see if any more Imperial Guard come out. It's a lot of freaky space wasps, that's all. No guard units. Okay. Let's keep advancing our armies. It doesn't really help much at this point. Put them in the forest there along the river. Scouting out here a little bit. It's a pretty good sized city down here for the Imperial Guard. I think this is their center. They're kind of up on a bluff here, it looks like. Trying to move these slower units up as far as they can, just because they're so slow to get around. I mean, they're not super slow, but fairly slow compared to everybody else. Yeah, it looks like the chronometron I can actually use every turn, so I might as well use it on somebody. Just in case some Imperial Guard pour out of their city and come our direction. We have waited millennia, we will wait more. So once we get these guys linked up and these guys linked up, we'll make a big push here. Hey, I can actually found a city now. 200 energy, 200 influence. Kind of crazy. Sure. So right now we're at +8. Found it, we're at -9. It must be the population and loyalty because of the population reduction. Because the city actually is supposed to be giving me 6 ore and 5 energy and all this kind of stuff. So the loss has got to just be from the population. -102 from loyalty, 49 from population. So yeah, we really need to do something about the loyalty. But I'm not sure what kind of ratio loyalty increase compared to ore loss we're dealing with. The spot, we can't build any more buildings. So we'll have to acquire another tile, which we can just barely afford to do. Got 20% ore in a couple places, so we'll grab one of those, I suppose. Alright, so no more buildings, or no more building new cities. We'll focus on increasing loyalty and ore production. I still want to get ore production positive, then we'll start building loyalty stuff. And I think if we start increasing loyalty, then we'll have just a flood of ore coming in, we'll be okay. So out here, did we already move these guys? No. You guys can stay put, you can stay put, you can stay put. You can even stay put. Capital, 5 turns on a quarry. Population now has a 20 max with 18 required, so I've got some room to grow. Decon Mafet. We need to increase just to use the buildings we already have. We're building another building, so we definitely need to build shelters. That's another ore drain, of course. I'll do 1 turn for a quarry. That'll help. You guys are doing nothing. So we actually just built the quarry. Yeah. Don Hecka produced a quarry, so even with a quarry we just built, we're at -8. And here we have to expand. Guess we'll go where there's ore. Population increased, fine. These guys are still working on the shrine, which is a loyalty building. Out here, they're acquiring a tile. So I think there's nothing else I can really do. And now I don't really need the spider. I don't actually want to produce the spider to make another city. Because the cities and the population is kind of what's killing me for my ore production. Messing with my loyalty and everything too. Yeah. I wasn't sure if that would actually work, so I was like, yeah, we'll cancel the spider, that's fine. So I wasn't sure if clicking on that would actually cancel it or not, and it did. So I'm good with that, that's fine. Space Bees! So we built a quarry up here. Population increased. We're at -5 a turn now. Still not great. Not great at all. Not seeing any Imperial Guard, so got some units we can maybe start throwing out this way. Maybe. Yeah, so here jumping actually makes a bit of a difference. Flying Necrons! Pretty cool looking. I like the Praetorians, that's cool. So if I build a unit like this, where I have a special ability that produces them, I'm assuming they still draw off my ore? Minus 27.5 from units. I might have to actually check and see what the drain for units is, and then make one with an ability, and then see if it increases or not. I would assume it would. Maybe not, but probably. Not seeing anything, so we'll clump up here and then we'll move on. A little slow getting through all the forests and stuff here. You can hang out there, that's fine. And I think we can use our chronometron. Can only use it within a couple spaces. Sure, how about them? Give them some damage reduction just in case, since I can do it every turn. So that's one side of our force, so this is our orc destroying force. Over here we have our marine destroying force, what's left of them coming over. Already have these guys in position. They're almost to full health, not quite. These guys are at full health. So you can sit tight. This guy's just living death incarnate here, my Destroyer Lord. And everything else will sit tight, so next turn we'll make a push here. It always reminds me of the Venture Brothers, make a push. Don't call it that, it's horrible. Alright, we've got a quarry in 4 turns, and we need to build housing up here, right? No, actually, we're good. Loyalty probably after that. Up here, DisturbingPuppet, we've got a quarry in a turn that should put us into positive again. Abdu Kamoon. What did we build? We must have built a quarry. Loyalty's minus 31, wow. That is pretty bad. Yeah, see, if I like this, it's an upkeep of 2, but increases my loyalty by 6. I'm not sure if that's a good trade-off or not. I'm not sure how much loyalty affects my ore production, or if I should just build more ore production. So I guess we'll just build another quarry. Out here we've got 5 turns on a shrine, so that'll help with the loyalty a little bit, and then we'll see what that does. And out here we're working on a tile. Well, we got the Sentinels back. My destroyers are kind of the anti-infantry unit, so yeah, getting a shot with them is kind of nice. Finish them off. Engaging. Oh, that's funny. You guys took 1 damage, that's not bad. Guess we're going to have to start throwing stuff at these space wasps. I'm a little concerned, but I hope it'll be okay. So our damage estimate 7.9, 7.9. It's not too bad. Let's see if we can wipe out units here. They do have melee attacks, so my jinking wouldn't do anything because it only affects damage from ranged attacks. So defensively, jinking isn't going to do me any good. That's one of them down. And my Cryptech should be able to use... Yeah, we'll use the Chronometron since we can use it every turn, all on these guys, in case more Imperial Guard come out. What else can we do? I guess we'll use the Scarabs as a distraction. Maybe they'll go for the Scarabs. What? They can't attack. Oh, there's more in the forest. Don't like Space Wasps. Yeah, hang out behind them and take some shots, I guess. Space bees! You can't get close enough, that's too bad. We'll wait till we get in range, then we can use our Reaper again. These guys are at full health, so we'll move them up instead of these guys. Trying to focus on wiping out units if I can. Guess we can move them here. Hoping they'll focus on the Scarabs here, and then maybe my Destroyer Lord as well, because he's super dead hard tough. So we've got the entire Necron force engaging here. Nope, actually we are positive again for ore. Good. Produced a quarry up here, but only +1. So capital, we've got 3 turns for a quarry. Up here we finished a quarry and now we're positive. Loyalty's minus 22.8. Actually losing ore up here. I need more people than I have, so that's definitely a problem. So I kind of need to build housing. That'll take 2 ore a turn once it's built, unfortunately. But I don't really have a choice if I want to keep expanding, so we'll start working on that. Here we've got 7 turns for a quarry. That's pretty awful. Out here, 1 turn, we'll grab a tile. 4 turns for a shrine. Hopefully that'll help our loyalty overall. The Doom of Abida. Down here, we're just working on grabbing a tile. I think that's all my cities. You are set. You are set. You are set. Alright, we've got the war against the bees. Let's see how it goes. Yes, go for the Scarabs. It's fine. Ah, where are they going? Going towards my city, actually. That's not nice. Expect him to jump over my line like that. So, Lord attacked Premier Psyker. What? Oh, we've got a Premier Psyker. Imperial Guard hero showing up out of nowhere. Premier Psyker, hero unit with destructive psychic powers. Loathed and feared as witches by their superstitious comrades, Premier Psykers are nonetheless valuable assets to any commander, though it hardly lessens the constant suspicion they're held in by the official Perfectus. Each of these Psykers possesses abilities and control far beyond those of lesser Scholastic Psychana initiates. Force Staff, Las Pistol, okay. Life Leech. Converts damage into hit points. Okay, we might have to just kill you then. Oh, he did something did some damage. Premier Psyker attacked heavy destroyers, minus 18. Yeah, that's not great. A lot of damage. Almost killed him. Alright, he has to die. We will do what we can and we'll make sure he dies. Well, that's quite a bit of damage. Should be able to kill him without a problem. I'm going to use the defensive protocols, just give everyone extra armor for a turn. That's what I think of your Premier Psyker. Good job. So I think I can heal. Yeah, I've got healing up. So let's move him closer to my Cryptek, and Cryptek will heal him up. Not fully up, but most of the way. So he's at 16 health. These guys are 21. Lord's all set. And everybody else can focus on the Space Bees, I guess. Got a shot from the city, so let's take it. Let's see. Let's have you guys move back. Try to take these guys out. Dead Psychic Space Wasps. Don't like Psychic Space Wasps. They can't engage them. That's because they're flyers. The Scarabs can't actually attack them. That's kind of odd. Where did the rest of them go? I know there's a couple other units took off out this way. I think. You can engage them, can't you? No, apparently not. So melee attacks can't actually hit these guys. That's a bit of a problem. Finish these guys off. Take some shots. Yeah, I was just kind of figuring that out. Yeah, ground units can't hit flyers. Yeah, I have a few units here that just have melee attacks and don't actually have any ranged attacks, so I sort of figured it out. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Sure. Was that all of them? I thought there was a couple others that took off out this direction, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll just kind of scout around and look. Yeah, there's some. Don't think I'm going to be able to kill them off here, but almost. So for the story, I just need to get my Cryptek to this spot. And what do I have left? The Scarabs. They're not really much use. I can scout with them, I guess. That's about it. Yeah, there's the other one. I knew there was a couple out here somewhere. But yeah, it'd be nice if they just focus on the Scarabs. It's just a nice distraction. Doesn't worry about, or I don't have to worry about them taking on my other guys. So my Cryptek will move on towards here. We can finish that next story mission. Alright, cities. We acquired Hex. I'm at +0 per turn for ore, so I guess we'll build a quarry. 8 turns, jeez. Population increased to 6. I'm set. I don't think anything's changed. 6 turns on the quarry here, fine. 5 turns on the shelters, fine. 2 turns on the quarry, fine. Still having problems with the ore issues, but hopefully with a little bit more quarries, then we can start worrying about increasing our loyalty to get that increased. He is taken off. So that other unit is out here somewhere. I don't really have anybody who can track him down. Cryptek will move closer. Just going to kind of scout around with the Scarabs here. I think I can see through the forest to get any shots, but if any Imperial Guards show up, these guys will take some shots at them if they come in range. No, we can make another unit, but we're at -1 now. What the heck? We were at +0 ore last time, now we're at -1. So right now it's -24.5 from units. I can make another Royal Guard unit. Actually, speaking of which, where are my other guys? Yeah, so it must be a limited time. They're gone. I wasn't sure with the ability if they just appear for a little while or not. So 24.5. Let's make another unit of them. Yeah, it does. So it does affect my ore, even if it's a temporary unit, something like that. Okay. And they can kill them off. Excellent. So we don't have to worry about them causing problems or taking stuff from me behind my front lines. See if we can kill these Psychnoen, whatever. Psychnine. I have no idea how to pronounce that. What do we want to do here? Just try to protect my Cryptek in case any Imperial Guards show up. Guess that's the plan. Now, they could be coming this way too at some point, but I haven't seen any. City can handle itself for a while anyway. But we'll just kind of take a peek. Nothing? Okay. The Doom of Abida acquired a tile. So I guess you can build more quarries. Population increased. Alright, we've got a quarry there. We've got shelters. We've got another quarry. That is all. That is all. Let's see if any more Imperial Guards show up. I would have thought there would have been quite a big Imperial Guard force somewhere. There's a wounded unit running away. But you guys killed them off. Excellent job. And no Imperial Guard units popping up anywhere. Let's see, the Cryptek can make it. Let's go ahead and just do that. Finish the story. Messenger revealed. Visited highlighted tile and secure the perimeter. Done. 300 energy. Under the building is an old one vault with human and Necron tracks leading to its sealed door. The Cryptek can unseal it, but it will take time. Accumulate 300 influence for 150 ore. Well, I definitely want the ore. 300 influence. So is that 300 from now or 300 total? Probably 300 total, I would guess. So that won't take super long. I just have to make sure that I remember not to use any influence for repairs or anything like that for a little bit. So we're on to chapter 4 is done. We're on chapter 5. So it looks like that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe total. I would like to actually finish all of these quests. But I'm at the point where I could probably easily win by just crushing the Imperial Guard here. So I guess we'll put a ring of Necron death around this Imperial Guard city. And just kind of start piling up our influence to do the next step in the quest. Vehicle armor in a turn. Yeah, alright. Units. Let's get our scarabs down here, actually, since they're good scouts. And totally expendable. I don't want to get super close to the walls, but I want to have some vision. I've got like upraised here, so my access is mostly here towards the city or back here. So I'm not sure I want to send a bunch of guys that direction. It'd be easier to come. Well, there's bluffs here too. Yeah, I just want to make sure if anything tries to get out of the city, we can kill it. That's just my main focus. My destroyers, I want to kind of keep back a little bit, since they can really trash any vehicles that might come popping out of there. And the tanks and stuff are kind of what I'm most worried about. I haven't actually seen very much Imperial Guard stuff show up in this game. I think mostly they've been fighting the Orcs and a little bit with the Space Marines. The Lord can stay there, I guess. It's a good protection for the destroyers. So that's good. The destroyers can stay there. For now, you guys can stay there. Actually, I have a lot of these tube blades. Alright, we produced a quarry. We're still negative on ore, unfortunately. Up here, we've got the population we need. We're running positive for the city. I only have one spot I can build stuff, unfortunately. If I want to do more stuff here, I'm going to have to build housing. I'll have enough for one more structure, but that's it. So I can go ahead and build another quarry, and we have the people available for it. I'd like to get the ore in the positive here before I start building other stuff. And it's plus 40% ore here as well, so yeah, we'll just do another quarry, I guess. 8 turns, though. It's really slowing down because of this reduction in the loyalty. Population of 19, population up to 12, so 4 turns for a quarry, 3 turns for shelters. Out here, what are you doing? 6 turns for a quarry, 1 turn for a shrine. Hopefully that'll help our overall. I mean, the loyalty's terrible here, but hopefully that'll help a little bit. It is going to take 2 ore a turn, though, so I'm not sure if its offset is good enough. I'm still unclear on how that works, or the exact exchange rate. So just keep an eye on the city. Oh, more sentinels popping out. Kapow. Dead, just like that. No scouting for you. Extra vehicle armor, cool. Increases armor vehicles. Some vehicle crews add additional armor plating to the vehicle to provide a little protection. So research, I think we can go to the next. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to grab this. What's our next? None of these are really that great. Increases hit point restoration from Necrodermis Repair. Increase loyalty output of Baroque Shrines. This we definitely want. Disperse targeting. Increase damage of blast weapons. Doom Scythe is a fighter unit. Hammer of Wrath grants Tomb Blades, Canoptic Spiders, and Transcendent Catan. Transcendent Catan! We can make Transcendent Catan! The ability to perform more devastating attacks. And Transcendent Catan. Monstrous creature unit with an array of devastating powers. Crazy. Yeah, my loyalty issues, I only have 1 or 2 of these Baroque Shrines, but this will definitely help with my loyalty and all my other problems I'm having. So we'll just jump to that. I'd like to get more research, actually. I know it is only accumulated from the turn I had, so 27. It's not actually counting the total I've got, just since I got the next part of the mission. So we built a shrine, population increase, population minus 5 ore. Okay. Well, I think my ring of death around the city here is fairly set up. We'll do a little bit of adjusting. Just want to kind of set up in a position where I'm far enough away they're not going to see me unless they come out, and then hopefully I'll get Overwatch shots on them. Kind of like I did that last turn with taking out the Sentinels. I can send the Scarabs in a little closer just to scout, because I don't really care if they get destroyed. I'm not really seeing anything there. Where are my other Scarabs? Kind of hard to see in the forest, but they're there. We'll keep the destroyers in the back. We'll have some other units in the front that are a bit more expendable. I don't know if I need to leave him here or not, so I am just because. Nobody's in range, fine. Is that everybody? You're good. You guys, maybe I should move up. Now we've got a nice ring of forces around the side. He can still come out this way, though. So I might want to pull somebody back that way. I'll just move my lord over just in case. You guys can stay there. You can stay there. You can stay there. Ah, you guys. Jump jetting Necrons. Right, we built the Baroque Shrine. So this particular city is still minus 22 on loyalty. Overall, ore production is okay. This position gives me influence or research. I can build something here too, it looks like, for research. Population is okay for now. I will need some kind of shelters at some point if I want to keep improving this city, though. We'll go ore production, I guess, for now. And then after that, we'll probably look at shelters here. Population increased, you guys are set with the quarry. Population increased, you're set with the shelters. Capital is working on a quarry. Is that everybody? There. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, we'll maybe do another turn or so, but that's probably going to be about it for today. I've been actually going for almost 2 hours. We've made a lot of progress. We wiped out the orcs, we finished off the remnants of the marines. Imperial Guard are totally cornered, and we've actually been able to advance our story, which I wasn't sure what was going on with that. But now it is progressing. Let's see if anything else pops out of the city. Nope, they want nothing to do with us. So I'm going to shift a few units over this way, just to kind of, in case he's sort of trying to sneak units out from this direction, just to see. That unit that I had, the Praetorians, are gone. They only last like 3 turns. I can produce more with my lord eventually, but that's fine. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I might even move these guys up. That's pretty good. Let's move them here. They can stay there. They can stay there. I'd like to get my lord a little closer. Not necessarily adjacent to the wall, but closer. That's not very far. Can't do that as well. Yeah, well. Have to go around because of these height differences. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, the height differences. A Battle Shrub saying, "Thank you for streaming this." Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I've definitely been having fun playing the Necrons. They're pretty cool overall. I'm pretty happy with them. The Scarabs are a little cartoony looking, but most of the rest of the units look pretty good. Actually, I really like the Tomb Blades. They look really cool. The big Canoptic Spiders are really awesome looking too. And I'm an arachnophobe, and I think they're pretty awesome looking. Who's left? You can stay there. You can stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. I believe in him here. I'm not sure if I need to, but I'm just leaving him here anyway, just in case. Working on The next chapter of the story for the Necrons. The cities are all set. You're fine. You are fine. You are fine. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end it here. It's been about 2 hours we've been playing. I'm not sure how entertaining it's going to be if all I'm doing from now on is just containing the last faction that's left and I'm doing the Necron story missions. At this point, I feel like I could probably wipe out the Imperial Guard without much trouble at all. But I really want to see what the Necron questline is. So that's my plan, is I'm probably going to stick to the Necron questline to finish the game off, even though it may take longer than just wiping out the Imperial Guard. But yeah, everything seems to be set for now, and we're all good. We've got the Imperial Guard encircled by rings of Necrons. They are doomed. They can't do jack. Unless they're secretly building a massive force that's just going to come swarming out of here at some point. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So I will probably be continuing this on Sunday. It's most likely the next day I'll be able to have some time to do this. Yeah, if you're interested in previous parts of the stream, the first part is now off Twitch, because Twitch only holds on to stuff for a couple weeks. So the first chapter of this I now have uploaded on my YouTube channel, which is just older streams, and that's also Disturbing Puppet, one word. So if you want to look at this or any other streams and things I've done in the past, please check that out there. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching. I really do appreciate it. Before I do anything else, I am going to save it, because my streaming software freaks out sometimes when I stop streaming. Let's overwrite this old one. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Like I said, hopefully that will be Sunday. So thanks, have a good one.